Now, time to recall our white meeples. We're going to get all three of them back. And since we defeated this feral ghoul, when we pull the white worker off of him, we get rid of the ghoul. So he goes into the discard pile. So the water treatment plant is available for use again. All right, now we roll for threat. Top line is a 9. Set this back up. I really need to get me a dice tower or a dice platform. So a 9. A 9, as you see here, is where the feral ghoul is already sitting. So we don't have to worry about that. Now, anything other than an 8 or 9 on the other row, we got a 6. So there's no threat on the second row. All right, time to place our workers again. Now, we are out of, whoops, I have totally forgot about when we bought that med bay. We were supposed to replenish the line here. Ooh, outfit workshop. It costs 3 energy and 2 water. And if you go there, if you spend a water and any other resource, you can get a gift. And if you spend a gift, you can get 3 resources. All right, nice. Now, I would like to get another gift. There's no place for me to recruit any more workers because we're already at the vault entrance. It's already taken care of, as I said, the elegant way that acts like a worker blocking your choices. So, we need to get water to go over here to the wasteland. So, let's go to the water treatment plant. We don't have any way of increasing our perception, so we'll go there, we'll get 1 water. And then we're immediately going to spend that 1 water to send another worker out here to the wasteland and see what we can get. I am going to get that power armor now. Bring it down here. And let's see what we have next. Next up is duct tape. At the end of the game, you get a happiness for each one of your weapons. All right, so now we've got 3 things here that give us happiness at the end of the game for weapons, energy, and water. You may want to clear that row. If you go way out into the wasteland and spend 2 water, you can clear that row and bring out 3 brand new ones. That may be what we do. I'd like a lot more weapons and things that will actually help us fight, and none of that is going to do it. All right, we have gotten a water. We've immediately spent that water. What are we going to spend our last worker on? He is going to go over here to the power generator and get us 2 energy. So that we have 2 energy left back on the board again. Next up, we get to pull our blue workers back. We're going to pull this one off the diner. We are going to take this one off med bay. And as I said, when he healed it, he went to E. So we are going to put him down here. And it shows in the rules, it shows you put them, there's a little indented spot there. I like to put them right on top of it, just to make sure I know that that's what he is. He's trained in endurance now. So when we go and like fight that glowing one, he will count as if he was trained for it, and we can get 2 happiness. All right, who else? Oh, and the guy at the vault entrance. He gets to come back, and when he does, we bring the 2 new workers with him. So we now have 4 blue workers and 1 white worker. Over here in our pool, our supply, we've got 3 workers of each color yet. So we can still get 6 more workers out here onto the board. Let's roll for threat. Top line has a threat of 3, which is the vault door. Uh-oh, we filled up the entire vault area now. And he is going to get, oh my God, it gets a death claw. And as you see here, death claw is a those of y'all who played the game before, played the PC game, know that death claws are tough. It's going to take 2 people to fight that death claw, and you're going to have to roll a 9 or higher. That's what those 2 circles with the chain means. They are linked. So you're going to have to devote 2 people to fighting them. You're going to need a 9 or higher, but you get 2 happiness for defeating that death claw. And if I can educate someone like this guy who's got E, he's got an endurance. He's got endurance, so if we defeated him, we would get 4 happiness for that. I think I know what one of the things we're going to be doing this turn is. All right. So, we got a roll threat for the second row now. And the threat for the second row is an 11. And there's nothing under the 11, which would be a room underneath the glowing one there. So there's nothing going on. All right, so where are we going to put our guys? He was not injured. He was just knocked over by the dice just then. Once again, I got to get a dice tower. Okay. I am going to send 2 guys. Oh, we actually got 4, don't we? I got to remember this. I'm going to send 2 guys. I will spend the guy with the education and spend one of the other guys. And they are going to fight that death claw. It's going to be a tough one. We got to have a 9 or higher, but we do have the missile launcher, which gives us a reroll. We got a 6, and we've got 7, 8. Oh, so close. Come down here. We're going to tap our missile launcher. That is a reroll. Whoops, sorry. Dropping the phone. Let's roll with a reroll. And we got another 8. 2 close misses. We were defeated, so we have got 2 injured workers there now. Oh my God. I said death claws are hard. We need some weapons. We definitely need some weapons. So, rather than worrying about the happiness stuff there, we need to get a couple of water. Do we have anything? We cannot, because we got the feral ghoul that is sitting there on our other water space. Lord. I am going to send 1 worker there. Oh. No. Okay, I'm going to send a worker there. Before I do that, I'm going to burn the power armor. It's exhausted and spending energy to count as if trained for the threat. So we'll burn 1 energy. Okay, so I moved him to the diner, right? Yeah, I moved him to the diner. So he's going to get the 2 food. We did that. That is A. Now, I've trained this guy up in energy using the power armor. Endurance. So he is going to go on the glowing one. We need an 8 or higher on the glowing one to take him out. Now, we just rolled 2 8s in a row. What do you want to bet that we hit either a 7 or a 9? What we needed there for the death claw. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 3 8s in a row. Put your money on red 8s, people. We've done it. We have defeated the glowing one, and we are going to get 2 happiness for that. So I'm going to bring 1 happiness over here. The other happiness would join up with these 4, and we'll get a times 5. So let's take these 4 away. So we now have 6 happiness. We're doing pretty good there. Not too bad. All right, so now we would call the white ones. So I'm going to bring all them back. Should be a 4th. Yep, over here at the power generator. And we had the 4 of them. And we got 4 white ones, 4 blue ones, although 2 of them are injured. So our next round won't be that big. Let's look for threats. 2. And a 2. Oh, God. It's out here in the wasteland. So we have got, rather appropriately, we have raiders. We have raiders outside the vault door in the wasteland area. So we're going to have to defeat them. They're tough. They're tough like death claws. They don't require 2 people, but they still require a 9. But if you can defeat them, you can get a gift, which is what we had at that space anyway. And if you can defeat them with charisma, you can get 2 gifts. We don't have anything that helps us with charisma right now. While I'm thinking about it, I'm going to unexhaust both of these. Now, let's see if we get a 8 or a 9 for the second level. And we don't. We get a 10, so there's no threats on the second level. All right, I'm going to go check on the squash I've got baking. I'm going to have myself some more coffee, and then we'll pick up from there. Alright folks, we are back. The squash turned out phenomenally, so very happy about that. And I've got a cup of tea over here because it's a little later in the morning. And I've got to sleep today. I will be back at work tonight, so I've got to sleep. And so we don't need to ultra caffeinate ourselves. Okay, we have the four white meeples back out. And as you see, I was just counting here, doing a count. We got 3, 4, 5 threats on the board. We've got the one threat we've gotten rid of, so that is 6 threats. And the stack is normally 18, so we are a third of the way through the threat stack. And remember, that is our game timer, is working our way down through that stack. So we have worked our way through a third of the stack now. Now I got to think about what I was going to do. I am thinking we have got 1 power. We've got 2 food. I'd like to get more meeples. So, but there's no place to get any food because, once again, due to the elegance of this particular solo variant, we cannot get into the diner. So I'm thinking a good thing to do would be get that storage room there. That storage room allows you to convert water to food and energy to food. You can convert energy 1 to 1, and water, you can convert 1 water into 2 food or 2 food into 1 water. So a storage room would be nice. We need a food, a water, and 2 power to do that. All right, we've got the food, we've got a power, we need a water. We can get a water in the water treatment plant. So let's send him up there, and that will get us 1 water. All right, we need a food, which we already have. We need 2 power. So we'll send this guy to the power generator and get 2 power. So there we have it. And that is enough. We've got our required water, we've got our required power, we've got our required food. So we will do that. Now we will send this guy to the elevator, and we are going to buy the storage room. So I'm going to get rid of the 2 power, the 1 food, and the 1 water. Throw those over here back into the supply, and we can take the storage room. Now, I'm going to put the storage room over on this side of the elevator because, as y'all know, if you know your probabilities, whoops, let's knock him down. Not knock him down. 7s are the most highest number you can roll. The most common number on 2 dice is a 7. The next most common numbers are 8s and 6s, and the probability keeps decreasing as you go further out. If we put this one over here on this side, then we're looking at 6s and 5s, which are the 2 next most common numbers. So we're going to put it out here where we're looking at 10s or 11s, which are less common. So you're going to get threats rolling in this area much less common than you would be if you put it over here on this side. So just a little bit of strategy as far as what you think about here. All right, so we've done that. We need to get our 2 happiness for having built an item, and there's no special bonus there. So we'll get our 2 happiness, bring them over here. We now have 8 happiness, 8 points of happiness. Whoops, there we go. 8 points of happiness for our score. We've got 1 worker left. Where do we want to put him? I am thinking that we are going to put him here. Let's put him in the power generator. There we go. We'll put him in the power generator and get another point of energy. So we'll end this turn, end this round with 2 energy and 1 food. It is time to recall our blue workers now. He comes off the diner. He comes off the diner, and because he defeated the glowing one last time, he is off the board now. That frees up that space. And the 2 injured ones come back. Okay. So we've got 2 injured ones that we'll need to put on the board. And 2 workers. Okay, the first injured one I'm going to put here. So he will heal, and he will get a level in endurance whenever he comes back. The second injured one I am going to put here. I need to spend the food, as you see, spend 1 food, so that'll get rid of that one. But because of that, when he comes back, he gets to level up, and that fact it doesn't have a letter in it means we can level him up in anything. So we'll get to choose what we want him to be. That's, of course, assuming that we don't get a threat landing on one of these places and knocking them out. All right, we've got 2 workers left. Let's continue working along with... that would be nice if we could take out that raider over there. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to take this guy. First of all, we're going to tap the power armor. Do we have any energy? Yes, we do. We're going to tap the power armor. That's going to give us... We'll have to burn in energy. And we can use this guy as if he has charisma with the armor, because that's what the raider requires for the extra bonus. So we're going to have to get a 9 or higher with the dice. I said it's often a dice chucker too. And we've got an 11, so we took out the raider. Because we used charisma, we get double the bonus, so he's going to get 2 gifts. So we're not even going to have to we were thinking about resetting this row. We're not going to have to do that. I'm going to take the duct tape for weapons, because we already have a weapon, the missile launcher, so that at the end of the game, that's going to be an extra point of happiness. And I will put it over here. I like to put the stuff that gives you happiness over here on this side to distinguish it from the ones that we can already use. Okay. And I think the other one, let's see. We need to go ahead and pull this one out. What do we get? A globe, which is gain a happiness for every 2 of your rooms. We'll do that too. That's another happiness. So we'll take that. Okay. And let's replenish again. And what do we get this time? A Yaogua hide. At the end, gain a happiness for each one of your outfits. Well, we've done that too. We've got a lab coat, so that can give us actually 2 outfits. So that'll be 2 happiness. So that would be a nice one to take. All right, that was a good round there. Now we got 1 dude left. We got 1 energy left. What are we going to do? We are going to send him over here to get some food, because it would be nice to get more meeples. And it's an A. We don't have anything that increases A, so we'll just get the regular 2 food. And we end this round with an energy and 2 food. Okay, let's bring the white ones back. This one, and these 2. All right, all 4 of the white ones are back. There were no threats or anything that they took out. So let's check for threats on the top row. The top row gets a 10, and that's exactly what I was talking about. All right, with a 10, we have got a raider. A raider has worked its way into the vault and ended up in the diner, and we've got an injured person in the diner. No! And what about down here in the med bay? We've got a 6, and a 6 would be over here, so there's nothing that happens there. So both of our med bay people survived. That's good. Now we have to choose what are we going to do with our 4 workers and our power and our food. Okay. I'd like to get another food, so we can move him over here, get 1 more food. We can use that food and the 2 we already have to send this guy to the vault entrance.
Hello?
And
We need
he
help.
will recruit
Is anyone out there?
more workers. So let's get rid of the food down here. Now we got 2 workers left. I would like to... water is always good. Let's send him up here to the water treatment plant. And we'll get 1 water. And I'm going to send the other guy over here to the power generator. And we'll get 2 power. So we end the turn with 3 power and 1 water. We now recall the blue ones. This one comes back injured. This one comes back, and we get the raider off of that spot. Okay, now roll for threat again. We've got a 5. And a 5, oh great, will be the vault entrance. So at the vault entrance, we get a power outage. Move these 3 at the moment. So I can grab it. We have a power outage. The power has gone out in the vault entrance. We need 2 electricity to turn it back on. And that Dumbo is stumbling around, tripped over something in the dark, and injured himself. So, great. Now, what do we have for the second level? The second level is going to be a 4. So there's no threat on the second level right now. And see, nope, it would have been over here on the 4. I was going to say, see if I put the elevator over here on this side, or on this side of the elevator, it would have ended up. But no, that's a 5 and a 6. Okay, what do we got going on? Well, first, let's renew our power armor there. I'm going to first send 1 dude out here into the wasteland, burn my last water. He's going to get a gift, which is going to be happiness for all our outfits. I'll put it over here on the happiness pile. Let's see what we replace it with. We're going to replace it with a camera, which is a happiness for every 2 of your dwellers. That will be a good one. We have got a lot of people. We once again forgot to replenish this, which is a garden. Oh my God, look at that. Lots and lots of food for the garden. That will be a good one to get. That will be a very good one to get. We have got 3 more meeples, 1 of which is injured. I am going to take him. We'll put him in the med bay and heal him up. Okay. Did I pull a meeple? I did. I pulled a meeple back from that spot, didn't I? And I didn't train him up in anything. I am going to train him up in charisma. I do believe that's right. I do believe I pulled him off of like that injured feral ghoul, I think. And we need to train him up. I mean, he had been injured, so he came here, he re-healed, we pulled him back, yeah. So he'll be trained in charisma. And being trained in charisma, I'm going to send him after that raider, the one that just arrived. So he'll go out here, he's going to need a 9 or higher. Okay. 9 or higher, and we get a reroll. Snake eyes. Alright, let's burn our missile launcher. And let's try this one again. Come on, 9 or higher, 9 or higher. And we get an 8. 8 seems to be the favorite number of these dice tonight. He is injured. Down that worker goes. Alright. 1 last worker. I am going to send this worker to... He's going to go over here, and we're going to get another power. So we're up to 4 energy. Let's pull the white ones back. He comes off the water treatment. He comes off of there. He comes off there. This one comes back injured, but brings the 2 new workers with him. And there we go. All right, so let's roll for threat again.